My name is Glynn, Sixsmith, Hookings. I'm a member of the Cruise Lecturers Association, a retired Royal Naval Marine engineer and a retired senior police officer. I currently run my own leadership business on a part-time basis, providing training solutions to the public and private sector. The aim of this presentation is to let you meet me and for me to give you a flavour of the 10 presentations that I have prepared to support you in delivering your cruise operations. My goal is to develop and deliver high quality, entertaining and stimulating presentations in support of you delivering a high quality customer experience leading to exemplary customer satisfaction. My presentations cover a broad range of subjects from life skills through to history through to present day, and what I'll do is give you a flavour of each of those presentations. The first two are what I would call life skills and come from my time working with the Police Leadership College. First one is negotiation and influencing skills, a key skill for anyone in life, and I look at it from the Spice Girl strategy. It's not what you want, but what you really, really want. And this presentation helps people identify some key skills in enabling them to negotiate, but also recognise when they are in a negotiation and some strategies and tactics that they can use. My second life skill is around the next generation. This is about understanding generations X, Y and Z, the emerging generations, and the influence that social media has. Throughout history, people have always said, kids today and never understand them. The aim of this presentation can help you understand what are some of the driving values and themes of the generations in the world today. I have a keen interest in Roman military history, and my next two presentations are around Rome and the Empire of Rome. The first one, enemies of Rome. So this is an outside-in look at Rome, focusing on people such as Boudicca, Attila the Hun, Hannibal and Spartacus, and the impact that they had on shaping the Roman Empire. The second one is an inside-out look, and it's about the heroes and villains of Rome. So people such as Caligula, Mark Antony, Caesar, Scipio and Sulla. People who shaped the empire and helped drive it to becoming one of the largest empires the world has ever seen, but also, unfortunately, led to its ultimate demise. As a serving police officer, I was really fortunate to serve not only all over the UK, but also in different parts of the world. One area I managed to work in was southern Cyprus, helping the sovereign-based police in developing some of their policing tactics. That gave me an interest in the events that led up to Cyprus becoming a divided country, the Turkish invasion of 1974. And my presentation, Cyprus, a Country Divided, looks at the lead up to 1974 and then the events that triggered it and some of the repercussions of that which are still being lived out today in Cyprus. My first policing presentation is entitled Peterloo, Peel and Policing, and looks at Sir Robert Peel. What was happening in 1829 that triggered Sir Robert Peel to introduce policing as we see it today? He came up with his 9 policing principles, and my presentation looks at the social events that was happening back in the 1820s and then also looks at what's happening in the world today. And does Sir Robert Peel's 9 policing principles still hold true today in the 21st century? A different look at policing at a time of significant change. My next policing presentation is called TV Cops, and it uses a sort of a music quiz to explore how policing has been portrayed on the TV, and goes from people such as Dixon and Doc Green through to today's trend of things such as police camera action. Every year I'm really fortunate. I go to Mexico. I love the country, I love the people, and I really love its history. This presentation is called Chewing Gum, Chocolate and Chichen Itza, and explores what have the Mayans ever done for us. A different look at the history of the Mayan civilization. In a year when some would choose to believe that on the 21st of December the world will come to an end, which is one of, people would say, one of the Mayan prophecies. I choose not to believe that, and actually part of the presentation unpacks some of those prophecies. I'm also a keen cyclist in my spare time, and my next presentation is about the Tour de France. It's called Brits Abroad, and what it looks at are past, present and future British riders in the Tour de France. From Tom Simpson back in the early days of the Tour through to today's people such as Bradley Wiggins and Mark Cavendish. And then it looks forward to what does the future hold for British cycling. My final presentation links back to my experiences in the Royal Navy. I was a marine engineer during the late 70s through to the mid 1980s at a height of the Cold War. And this presentation is called The Russians Are Coming. It looks at a bit of the history behind the Cold War and the events of 1940s, 50s, 60s and 70s, and then I give a very personal experience of my time serving on surface ships during the Cold War. Thank you for the opportunity of letting me meet you and giving you a flavour of the presentations that I look forward to delivering for you on your cruise operations. Goodbye.